chaotic, and it has changed my life. I'm a fan of his ever since. I love this collection. Thousands most legendary supermodels and more. The four queens of the runway. Fashion, New York Fashion Week is right around the corner. Librarian tonight, and that's because I came to read a bitch. Jaja's Atelier, bitch. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Jaja's Atelier. It's yours truly. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for your girl. I always forget to say that. Before we start the show today, I just want to send thoughts and prayers out to the people of Gaza. If you haven't heard, which I'm sure most of you have, there was a refugee camp outside of, I believe it was outside of Gaza, that got bombed yesterday by the Israeli government, and it was just really heart wrenching. And these people have been going through so much, and it's not even just this year. They've been going through this for years and years and years and years, and they just can't seem to catch a break. And the American government is steady standing by Israel, and I know it's controversial to talk about it, but these are innocent women and children who are being killed. These are innocent men who are being killed in the process of looking for whoever the fuck they're looking for. And I just know that there's a better way to do this. And it really is a genocide. It's a modern day Palestinian genocide. And it's wrong. These people don't deserve this. I saw one video, after the bombing, and, it was the next day, it was earlier, this morning. And somewhere in all of that ruin and all of that destruction, there was a little boy just dancing in the middle of the street, having the time of his life. After all of that, to be able to still find some kind of happiness and joy, it really broke me yesterday. And I talked about it a little bit on in my Instagram stories, and I just think a lot of us in America are really becoming so tone deaf and so numb to other people's pain. I see a lot of, especially in the black community, well, they ain't black, so yeah, they're not black, but they're a minority. And if we sit by idly and watch it happen to them, it could very well happen to us. So I just want to send prayers to those people and thoughts. And I know it's not a whole lot we can do. We're just regular American citizens, but just to speak up and draw attention to it and speak up for what's right, even if that's all we can do, then that's what we should do. And that's what I'm going to do. So thoughts and prayers to the people of Gaza. My heart is with you. My heart is with you all. Speaking of politics, let me wrap up the week with my little personal testimony, child. Hi, Edible Shata, in the words of T.S. Madison. Listen, it was my birthday. I thought I was going to do this. I thought I was going to do that. The doll didn't do anything, honey. The doll laid in bed and watched Everybody Loves Raymond. Sunday, me and my best friend, Adrian, we had a little cookout, just the two of us. We smoked some reefer. We watched some Fad Talk. We made some jerk chicken and hot dogs on the grill. Sabrettes, not Guantleys. Sabrettes. We're from Jersey. And I made a mean fucking pasta salad. I think I'm going to have to show y'all how I made it. It was so good. I used the multicolored squiggly noodles, like the vegetarian noodles. And instead of tuna fish, I used a little bit of tinned salmon. Cucumbers, red peppers. Anyway, I'll have to show y'all how I make that. I don't gatekeep my dishes. And yeah, but that's really all I did. I ate good. I smoked good. I've kind of been in a funk lately, especially with the election rolling around, and it's getting more and more heated as the months and the weeks and the days go by, and it just really just puts things into perspective in not the most comforting way, if you get what I'm saying. Speaking of politics, let's just jump straight into it, honey. So everybody is talking about this viral argument between House Representatives Marjorie Taylor Greene and Jasmine Crockett. And also, they haven't mentioned AOC, but AOC was in it too. Because I watched the entire video. I wasn't gonna talk about it because I just feel like this is are you kidding me with this? But take a look.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr. Chairman,
That's beneath
would
even
you
your
please
history.
regain
That's beneath
order
even
of your
you.
committee?
Order.
I do have a point of order, and I would like to move to take down Ms. Green's words. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person?
Are your feelings hurt?
Her words down.
Aw.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play.
Baby girl? I don't think
we are going to
so.
move, and we're going to take your words down.
I second that motion.
So, you agree to strike your words?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
agree.
Ms. Green agrees to strike her words.
I believe she
Chair
needs to
recognizes-
apologize. No. She needs
Perry,
to
okay,
apologize.
hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's going to be recognized, then Ms. Green
I'm not
has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well,
seconds.
then
Okay,
you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
words.
I am
Mr.
not
Perry.
apologizing.
Now let's go. Come on, guys.
It's me.
Ms. Crockett.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would
Okay, so listen. So now, since the clip has gone viral, Jasmine Crockett has, everybody is talking about this exchange. She's even done a couple of interviews doubling down on her sentiments and her shade that she threw at Marjorie Taylor Greene. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, I love Jasmine Crockett. She's a political fucking genius. Wise beyond her years, beautiful, overly qualified for the job, if you ask me. I could definitely see her as a governor or hell, even vice president, to be honest with you. This girl has it together, which is exactly why the only thing that wild, red belly, raccoon eating, far right Republican could say was, oh, your lashes. And I just don't think, listen, unpopular opinion, I just don't think she should have stooped to that level. You have to remember your position. Don't wallow down in the mud with pigs. If you were going to read her about anything, it should have been her suck ass work ethic. And her unprofessional vitriol that she spews all throughout the House floor, all throughout Washington, and all over the internet. And I absolutely understand why Jasmine did what she did. I get it. Enough is enough. But baby girl, you got to remember your position. You got to remember who you're there for. You are the Democratic representative for Texas, which is one of the most contentious states in the country right now. And I know my girl did not mean it in an offensive way. She wasn't trying to be unprofessional, but she had it, and I understand. But baby, you are there to represent us, and you do such a good job of it, and I hate to see it have to go down like that. I didn't like seeing it, and now everybody's going to be like, oh, she made fun of her lashes. Oh, she called her a butch body. Fuck all of that. We have a modern day genocide going on in front of our eyes. We are in the middle of one of the most important elections in American history right now. This election, depending on who wins, could change the trajectory of this country and everything that it stands for. I just don't think it was the time for that. I also think that the Republicans need to get their motherfucking Clydesdale in check. You know what they did to Seabiscuit when his leg was broke. Or what they should have done to Seabiscuit when his leg was broke. By the way, that movie was way too fucking long. Anyway. She is a nuisance. Marjorie Taylor Greene has no business being on that House floor. But Jasmine, you are so beyond this. I don't want to see this from you. I want to see what I've been seeing. The no-nonsense professional that you are. especially when our country is going through stuff like this. Take a look.
Another area of grave concern for Project 2025 is the proliferation of LGBTQ ideas and transgenderism, suggesting draconian measures that many critics are saying would effectively criminalize LGBTQ expression. As the foreword to the manifesto says, the next conservative president must make the institutions of American civil society hard targets for woke culture warriors. This starts with deleting the terms sexual orientation and gender identity, diversity, equity, and inclusion, gender equality, gender equity, gender awareness, gender sensitive, abortion, reproductive health, reproductive rights, and any other term used to deprive Americans of their First Amendment rights out of every federal rule, agency regulation, contract, grant, regulation, and piece of legislation that exists. It goes on to say, pornography manifested today in the omnipresent propagation of transgender ideology and sexualization of children has no claim to First Amendment protection. Its purveyors are child predators and misogynists.
So I'm going to cut this video a little short because it runs a little long, but you get the gist of it. And, you know, so again, while you may have won the read, what us as tax-paying voters really want to know is, what's the plan for the LGBTQ community, the LGBTQ plus community, the Black community, and every other marginalized community in this country if Donald Trump wins and this Project 25 comes into place? We are so busy on the defense, we have no clue about the offense. And I know that's not her intentions. I understand fully where she's coming from when she read that bitch for filth. But it's not the time. It's not the time. Because, what the Democrats have poor messaging. The Democrats do a lot of stuff, but they never boast about it like the Republicans. And this was your time to make her look like a fool. She drug you right on down with her, and now you're going to be known as the loudmouth, you know, who was cussing on the House of Representatives floor, and that's not you. Again, I love Jasmine Crockett, but I want to know the solutions for the issues, and I know she has some great ideas. I want to hear that. Again, if you were going to read her about anything, it should have been that tired-ass work ethic, because I don't know whose dick she's sucking under whose desk, but honey, she ain't there for her work ethic. She ain't there for her intelligence, and that's, again, why she came for your physical. That's all I have to say about it. I think it just looked like a shit show. It was a scene of Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's what it gave me. It was like a scene out of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And though I love the Housewives, I don't turn to C-SPAN to see that type of shit. Why the hell am I paying taxes? And that's really directed at Marjorie Taylor Greene, because girlfriend, you started all of that. Don't poke the fucking bear. Matter of fact, get the hell out of the way so a decent Republican can come along and do the job. Even if I don't agree. I am so tired. Every time I hear about this woman, it's some bullshit. You need to get her out of there. Get her out of there. I love you, Jasmine Crockett. You my girl. But you know what? We can't have love without a little accountability. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so let's switch gears a little bit. I want to send a huge congratulations to Style Guru, an iconic influencer. She's been in the influencer game for a long time. She's from humble beginnings. I want to send a huge congratulations to one of my idols, Janae Naylor, who is launching her own collection, a 75-piece collection at Target called Future Collective. Now, if you're not familiar with Janae Naylor, let me tell you something. This woman, she started as a director at Target. She was a Target employee. And to see her now with her own collection in Target, I cannot wait to get my hands on some of the pieces, because if you don't know about Janae, honey, Janae is snatched and fly. So classy. She is a modern day Harlem Renaissance sister. She's so beautiful. I love watching her. She's definitely given me some good ideas on how to, you know, tweak my business and tweak what I'm doing. And she doesn't gatekeep at all. She gives it all to you. I love this woman. She's a huge inspiration to me, and I just want to give her a huge shout out. And here are a couple of my favorite pieces that I've seen so far. Now, I immediately went on Target's website. Now, they don't have all of the pieces that I saw, especially this piece that she's wearing right here while she's going through the store. But some of the pieces I did love. Some of these are some of my favorites right here. And so it's like a summertime capsule collection. It's very much giving vacation vibes. Huge congratulations to her. She's been in the game for over 12 years. And I just love to see us winning. I love to see Black people in positions of power and using it for the greater good, and she's just one of those people that I just admire. So if you get a chance, the pieces are already up, they're already on sale. If you get a chance, check it out. It's size inclusive, because you know I'm a bigger girl, so I had to check it out to make sure, because you know she's a lady of a smaller size, but she looked out for the big girls too on this one. So huge shout out to you, Janae Naylor. I cannot wait to do an unboxing with some of these pieces. I've already ordered a couple. I can't wait till they come. And you know we're definitely going to do an unboxing in honor of this fabulous new collection. And again, huge congratulations, girl. I'm about to cry. I'm so happy for her. Also, a huge congratulations as well to Zaya Wade. Now, Zaya Wade is spreading her young wings and flying. I am so proud of this young woman, this young trans woman right here. And I'm also proud of Dwayne Wade, her father, for standing by her through all of this, through all of the scrutiny from the other celebrities, all the transphobic rhetoric that's been going on, especially between, you know, us and the Black community. You know, it's still a thing. It's always, I think it's always going to be a thing. I hope to see change, but she is starting her own website entitled Translatable. Take a look at this.
Welcome to Translatable. I'm Dwayne Wade.
And I'm Zaya Wade, and yeah, welcome to Translatable. Translatable aims to serve as a community safe space for youth to express themselves through a number of creative outlets. Here at Translatable, we focus on communities of color, center the most marginalized, and emphasize the importance of parents and family.
Translatable is also a resource hub for parents, families, and support system of the LGBTQIA+ youth. For our family, we were blessed to have a community of supporters and knowledgeable experts who could swiftly arm us with the tools we needed to support Zaya in her journey. We recognize the lack of digestible and relatable information available to youth and families, especially communities of color. And to this day, we are still. I'm so very proud of the daughter that I've had the opportunity to raise. She has been my biggest educator and inspiration of what it means
about
to be
the
true to
Black
you.
community and trans people and the LGBT community. It's very taboo in the Black community, even in 2024. And in some cases, it can get a little nasty. And coming from a family that's not all the way LGBTQ friendly, I definitely, you know, I never thought I would see a basketball player of all people supporting their trans / LGBTQ+ child in such a public way. And I have to commend Dwayne Wade because he is standing firm. Like, this is my child. I love her no matter what. And this is what it should be. You know, when it comes to, you know, talking about the LGBTQ+ thing, a lot of us in the Black community, we like to bring up the Bible. But nowhere in the Bible does it say that you disown your child for their choices. It doesn't say that anywhere in the Bible that I've seen. I don't know what Bible some of y'all are reading. But the one I read never said that. You know, and he just, his marriage with Gabrielle Union, their baby girl, his other kids. I just love them as a family. And also Magic Johnson as well. Magic Johnson's son, EJ. I'm not sure. I think EJ is non-binary. So I don't think they're trans. I think they're like in the non-binary space. But even with that, like Magic Johnson being this, super macho sports icon and having a son who is a part of the LGBT community, that's not an easy path to walk when you are a black father in the public eye. And so I have to give Dwayne Wade huge kudos and just I hope to one day meet them and just pick their brain. Like, how did you become so supportive in this way? Because so many of us, we didn't get that. Especially not those of us that are older. You know what I mean? Hell no, we didn't get that. Absolutely not. So, huge congratulations, Zaya. And fuck the haters. You are so beautiful and so intelligent, wise beyond your years. Fuck what anybody else got to say. You keep doing you and fighting for change. Love you so much. Huge congratulations to them. So what else do we have? Okay, so I have a few style and misbehaving updates on the Cannes Film Festival. First, I want to send, we started the show and we were talking about Palestine and all the stuff that's going on with the people over there and how Israel is really just wreaking havoc on those innocent civilians. I said it. I don't mean any harm. I'm not going to lie. If my eyes see it, I'm going to speak on it. And I'm going to tell you two celebrities, well, three really, who are really, they're not backing down. And that's Gabriella Carifa Johnson, former editor of Vogue, and supermodel Bella Hadid, whose father is Palestinian. Now, during the Cannes Film Festival, Bella Hadid made a huge statement in this, I practice how to pronounce it, in this archival kafaya dress by NY-based design duo Michael and Hushadar from their 2001 collection inspired by images from the Iranian Revolution. Now, the kafia scarf, I know I'm not pronouncing that right, but the kafia scarf, which is dated all the way back to the 7th century, is a protective headdress to protect the head and face from the sun, but it quickly became a symbol of heavy significance between 1967 and 1993 as the Palestinian flag was banned in the Israeli-occupied West Bank and Gaza. And I'm going to tell you something about Bella Hadid. Bella Hadid stands firm for her people. She is not worried about the backlash from Hollywood. She is not worried about what job she's going to miss out on, partially because her father is a bazillionaire. Okay, Mohammed Hadid is a huge land developer all over the world. If you've ever watched Beverly Hills Housewives, you remember their mom used to be, Yolanda Hadid used to be a housewife, and I remember their dad. But I believe that she would do it whether she was rich and famous or not. I honestly do. She just comes across so authentic. And I love this. She looked beautiful, and she gave no fucks. Now, this is how you make a statement. This is how you make a statement. She was in vintage Chanel and vintage Oscar de la Renta and vintage, Versace, but this is what really matters. This look right here. And I remember I had no idea that this had anything to do with Gaza or Palestine. Back in the day when I was in middle school, we used to wear these around our necks and we thought we was cool. When I was growing up in New Jersey, I had no idea that that's what that actually meant. So it's funny to see how, sometimes us as Americans, we can be a little ignorant to certain things. I had no idea. I think I still have a couple. You used to be able to get them at like the hair store and stuff. And I never throw anything away, as you can see. But yeah, so also Kelly Rowland has, broken her silence about, the Cannes Film Festival step incident. And she said this. Take a look.
The woman knows what happened. I know what happened. And I have a boundary. And I stand by those boundaries. And that is it. And there were other women that attended that carpet who did not quite look like me. And they didn't get scolded.
I have an update on that security guard that was harassing Kelly. She is a racist and she needs to be fired. Here is a video that came up over the weekend of Dominican actress Maisel Tavares, and she was wearing this beautiful dress with this long train and long cape train with a picture of Jesus on the, well, a picture of John Bon Jovi cosplaying as Jesus. We all know that Jesus is black. But listen, everybody's entitled to their beliefs. And she had the right to show her picture. But take a look at this. Look at this bitch. Now, let me tell you something. Watch as I talk. Now, let me tell you something about Miss Maisel Tavares, honey. She was not having it. Okay, Maisel, she was not fucking having it, honey. Honey, you should have pushed her slam down every bit of that staircase. You should have rolled her right into the French River, honey. And to all the other celebrities, the non-colored celebrities, why weren't, this is the thing about, you know, here we go again. We are so desensitized. It's like, oh, well, it's not happening to me. Heidi Klum. And I love me some Heidi Klum, but listen, don't just stand there and let somebody get accosted like that. You know, y'all are all there for the same thing. Let's keep it real. We hardly ever hear about the movies that premiere at Cannes Film Festival unless you're a real movie buff. We look at the Cannes Film Festival wrap-ups to see what the fuck everybody was wearing. We don't give a damn about those movies. We'll see them on Hulu or whatever streaming service they pop up on. We're there to see the fashions. So why wouldn't you let this girl show her fashions? Or any other woman of color. I also saw a video of her doing it to an Asian woman. I've also heard reports saying that this year's Cannes Film Festival was very unpleasant. It was a black woman on Instagram. I wish I could find that video. I forgot to save it. Who was saying that this year Cannes Film Festival, it was a little racially tense. What is going on with everybody? This bitch, is she lucky it wasn't me? Because I would have pushed her down the steps. She even put her hands on her back. Don't put your hands. Ooh, excuse me. I had a BLT and the rest of that macaroni salad for a little snack after work before I did my glam for the show. Got a little indigestion. Anyway. Yeah, don't put your motherfucking hands on me. Bitch, have you lost your mind? Clearly, she's supposed to be on the red carpet. The people are screaming, my dad, my dad, my dad, my dad. They're screaming her name. Girl, she turned around over there, and she was still looking at her. Now, if that was Kelly Rowland, I understand why all Kelly Rowland did was put that finger up. Because if Kelly Rowland had did anything like that, oh, it would have been all Kelly Rowland's fault. You know, the darker you are, the more they make it about. They put the fault on you. This woman needs to be fired. And Kelly, and let me say something about Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland looked, I don't know who this green dress is by, but Kelly Rowland looked damn good in that dress. Kelly Rowland has been killing it. Claps for Kelly motherfucking Rowland, because she's been killing it at Cannes all fucking week. Killing it. My favorite is this white number right here. I love this look. Love, love, love. Who else do we have? Oh, that was it. That was it. That's all I have for Cannes Film Festival. Listen, after seeing those women get treated like that, it's hard for me to really even... The rest of y'all, like, is anybody else going to speak up? I saw a lot of other celebrities on the red carpet like, ooh, la-da-da-da-da-da. You don't see these women being accosted? And they got the same invitation that you did? Wow. Anyway, so I have one more story. Oh, it's only been 30 minutes? Okay, I wasn't going to cover Nicki Minaj going to jail in Amsterdam, but I will after this. So, Bethany Frankel. You know, I have, after that whole thing with, again, Kelly Rowland at the Today Show and she's speaking out, I find this next story quite amusing. So Bethany Frankel was perusing in Chicago and decided to go to the Chanel store, and they basically told her, bitch, access denied. So she made a little video for TikTok. Take a look.
So I'm in Chicago, and the man at the Chanel store opens the door like this much. Like Ratatouille couldn't fit in there. And he's like, hello? Do you have an appointment? Like, he's like Lurch in the Addams Family. Like, you rang? And I'm already on the offensive, and I'm like, no, I don't have an appointment. I have a credit card, I have a bag of carrots, popcorn,
was it you not
purse. Am I
3
not allowed
months
to come
ago
in at
that was bashing Kelly Rowland?
Evidently not. I don't have an appointment. And
welcome to being a black
like,
woman, honey.
Treated like you're an interloper.
Now you know how Kelly Rowland felt.
A door to just
because you walked up to that
that's
Chanel store door and thought, bitch, I'm a New York housewife legend. Y'all better let me in this motherfucker. No, ma'am.
And also to go walk
no, ma'am.
No big deal.
Now you know how it feels. You know, I really was a fan of Bethany Frankel, but ever since she left the Housewives, she comes off so bitter and angry and miserable. She's had a tough time. I remember when she was going through her divorce with that crazy-ass American psycho ex-husband of hers. You know, she's raising her daughter. She has one child. I believe her daughter is like 10 or 11, I think. But ever since then, you're just really unlikable, Bethany. You're really nasty. You talk shit about everybody. You never have a kind word to say. Your crow's feet are out of control. Your hair is thinning. Your wrists are too thin. Listen, I just wanted a reason to read Bethany Frankel, but I thought the story was hilarious. You are the same woman who was slamming Kelly Rowland, you know, for standing on her principles and knowing her worth, and then you turned around and called it privilege. But what do you call this? Maybe they had a bigger celebrity coming through. Maybe Kenya Moore was coming through. Oh, excuse me. Maybe your best friend Kyle Richards was coming through. She's a way bigger star than you are. Maybe they had to shut the store down for Kyle Richards, honey. Maybe that's why you couldn't get in. Take a minute before you respond to something that has nothing to do with you to really fact check and to really understand where both sides are coming from before you run your mouth. Because now you look like an absolute jackass. Again, swim to the bottom of that skinny margarita bottle. So, next story. So this is going to be my last story. This is a quick episode, but I'll be back in a few days. So Nicki Minaj was arrested and detained in Amsterdam over the weekend. I just saw this. Of course, she got released. They say they found pre-rolls in her either her bag, her carry-on bag, or her luggage. Nicki, if you did have pre-rolls in your bag, baby, you know you can't fly and travel from country to country with any kind of drug paraphernalia. Yes, Amsterdam is the capital of marijuana smoking. It's legal to do over there, but you're not supposed to get on the plane with it, baby. Now, y'all know I'm not the biggest fan of Nicki Minaj. I like her music. You know, she's definitely talented. She definitely has a large array of hits, but she's a little problematic and a little divisive, and I don't like. She's very much a mean girl. Ooh, excuse me, that's that bacon. She's very much so a mean girl at times. But I definitely felt her when she was talking about this. Now, I do think, again, the racism, the tension, it's boiling. It's boiling, and it's about to boil over. We saw it with Brittany Griner. Like, if you are a black person or any person of color or any person of the LGBTQ plus community and you are traveling to another country, make sure you do your research and toe the motherfucking line, at least until you get to your destination, because they are looking for any reason to lock you up and make an example out of you, especially if you're a celebrity. They did it to Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner was in a Russian jail for almost 2 years. I do feel bad that they knew that was Nicki Minaj. They didn't have to do that. But a lot of people, she's saying that it was done on purpose. A lot of people were saying that, you know, opposing record label heads did this to her. I mean, I'm not going to say that I can't see that happening. I'm not going to say that I can't see somebody doing that. People in this world are evil. They want to take everybody. Everybody wants to take everybody down. Everybody has to be better than everybody else. I could definitely see that happening, but Nicki, baby, don't travel with no more pre-rolls, baby. If you did travel with pre-rolls. Now, they said they found pre-rolls. I don't know, but I think they did find pre-rolls. I do remember in the video them asking her if she had pre-rolls, and she was like, yeah, I do. You know, but just don't travel with no more drug paraphernalia, baby. You know the people are out to get you. And you know, I'm not even your biggest fan like that, but you know, you a sister, I'm a sister. I'm just looking out for a sister. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, so that was today's show. Listen, I've been trying to get out of this funk. It's taken me a minute. I don't know if it's the hormones. I just have not been feeling like doing much of anything lately. So y'all pray for me. Yeah, it's not a good feeling. I did do some yoga this morning, and I do feel a lot better today. I do have my bare tits out, kinda. So I did put a little bit of makeup on. I had not put on makeup in over 2 weeks. That last episode I did, I don't think I had a stitch of fucking makeup on. I just haven't felt like doing anything, and it gets to be like that sometimes, but we are pushing forward. We are pushing forward. And, you know, I just got to get up and do what you got to do, you know, and I love being here and talking with you guys. I love the responses. You know, I love the DMs about, you know, ooh, please, can you talk about this? Can you talk about this? And I'm getting more and more and more of them. I still would like to see these numbers rise. Let's help your girl get monetized. Thank you. Thank you. Hit that like and subscribe button. But yeah, if any of you are going through anything similar, just know I'm going through it too. It's natural. It's common. It's not against the law. If you feel like laying in the bed for 3 days straight and doing nothing but eating, smoking reefer, and watching TV, do that. But just give yourself, what always helps me is I give myself a limit on how long I can be depressed, how long I can wallow in it. You know, you can't put a time cap on being depressed, but you can put a time cap on how long you're going to wallow in it. And so I usually give myself about 3 days. This time I gave myself 5. So anyway, guys, it was a great episode. I'll be back in a couple of days with more fashion news, hot topics, and political hot-ass drama. Stay tuned. Love you. Ciao.